Dear brothers and sisters, today we will talk about how a Christian would react to this coronavirus crisis, all these pandemics. Because in the general society there are three types of basic reaction. Okay, the first type is that, well, it's a crisis, everything is bad, but it will get better soon. The vaccine will come, the government will take some measures, and the medicine will combat this thing. And we as humankind will overcome this, and soon, maybe after a few months, maybe a year, 5 years, everything will be fine and will keep going. Maybe it will be even better. This is one type of reaction. Another type is that, well, everything is bad now, but it will get even worse because the government has some scheme that it will brainwash people, it will control people, and maybe the days of Antichrist are coming and things are getting worse, and we need to be praying and getting ready for things even worse. Okay, so it's quite negative. Okay, maybe it's a little bit more realistic, but it's quite negative. It's quite negative still. Many church people accept this kind of position. And of course there is the third position, which is maybe minority. Some people say that even though this is bad for everyone, but for me it's good, okay, because I can earn some money using other people's suffering. I can find some business schemes, and I can make my life better, okay, even though everybody else suffers. Okay, basically we have these three types of reaction, and of course this third reaction is the worst, I think, because it has no compassion, it is very egoistic, and it is not normal good people who would think like that. Okay, so let us think how we would react as Christians, as a church. And our reaction basically is like this. The things are bad, okay? We always pray that there is no war, there is no disease, there is no disaster. The church prays for this. However, despite the things are bad, it is good. Okay, it can be good. We can get opportunity, spiritual opportunities from this situation. Coronavirus comes, we can say it comes from devil, from Satan. It's allowed by God to happen, but it comes from devil because it makes people suffer. It prevents people from doing what they want to do. Okay, mission. It stops health mission in many regions. We cannot go to some countries now where we were planning to do mission. So it is coming from devils. It's not something good, okay, coronavirus itself. But the devil, Satan, he is against God. He is trying to do bad things to people. However, this makes people warriors, because this brings us into this spiritual battle with all this evil stuff, and can make us stronger and spiritually more developed, more advanced, because of struggling and facing and overcoming all the temptations that are coming with this big temptation, okay, which we can call coronavirus. So in Christianity there are very often things which seem to be contradictory. Okay, very often we pray for someone's repose, and somebody died and we have sorrow, but right after that we celebrate that now he's with the Lord, he completed his struggle in this world, and we celebrate resurrection of Christ that gives life to these departed persons. So the sorrow together with joy goes together, and many other things. Okay, we pray for the peace, for peace in the world, that there is no war. But all of us, we expect to get into spiritual warfare, into battle, and we are reading writings of holy fathers about how to be a better soldier and things like this. So even though we pray not to have war, we sort of ready for the war, and we maybe even expect war. Okay, we're thinking about it. So some things they sort of go together. As long as we are with Christ, we can have these things combined. We would not depart and have some wrong understanding of what's happening. So today's times can be compared to the times of early Christians in some way. Let's make this comparison. It is during these persecutions, which also came from devil, okay, persecutions of the church, and those emperors were called antichrists, those who harmed the church and tried to prevent the mission, tried to destroy Christians, and the church did not celebrate when these things happened. However, it is during these times that many Christians obtained these wreaths of glory, those martyrs, those countless martyrs that got this glory from this suffering, from withstanding these sufferings, testifying their faith, and becoming saints because of this. So this brought this opportunity. Later this ceased, and some Christians, some holy fathers, they were saying, where are those times, okay, when we could do this? Now this is over. Okay, of course there were different ways of glorifying God, but it was already different, and these persecutions brought this opportunity. So for many peoples, they draw this joy, this spiritual benefit from these bad things. And this is what this coronavirus thing is giving us. It's giving us this opportunity to grow spiritually through fighting, through withstanding all kinds of temptations. We can say that, a man can have three ways of existence. He can exist just go by the flow, okay? He might be relaxed spiritually as he is relaxed in armchair every day, just eating and drinking and watching TV, and he becomes fatter and has more and more diseases, lazier, and his life goes down like that. This is one thing. Another thing is that when we're doing training, okay, we're active, and then we get stronger, okay, every day. But we don't become heroes, okay? We cannot become a hero and cannot make like two great achievements. However, when the war comes, many people, even those who didn't train, okay, they go to war, and some of them, they become heroes. They get this opportunity to become a hero and to make a great contribution that will go into history. And that is given by this war. Nobody wants war. Nobody prays to have the war. However, many people, as an outcome of this war, become much stronger, much wiser, okay, having gone through all those temptations and sufferings of this war. Okay, they, of course, many people become broken and destroyed. However, this gives the opportunity, as long as we already have this war, okay, we cannot just cancel it. Okay, we have it. We have this coronavirus. Uh, since we have it, we use it in the way that is most beneficial for us spiritually. And this is the right way to look at this situation, to be very optimistic, to be very strong, to know that this is the war against Satan. Okay, in the past maybe we saw somebody is getting deceived by Satan, ourselves or somebody else. Now we see the whole world. The whole world is being impacted, is being pushed by this satanic influence, okay, that is caused by this coronavirus. And now in this situation, we have these opportunities. Okay, we have these opportunities. We need to get even more stronger spiritually in prayer, in the fasting, in spiritual reading, in looking into the gospel, and in our eagerness to help others to do this ministry of witnessing testimony of Christian message of salvation. So let us not go by the logic, because this is beyond logic. Something is bad, but it's good. This is beyond logic. In Christianity, this is very often what takes place. So let us be healthy spiritually, okay, train ourselves not to be lazy, not to be in any sickness, okay, spiritual sickness, and we will be able to overcome all these things and become even stronger and get something from the Lord, some rewards that we would not be able to get otherwise. May Lord help every one of you and give us this strength and eagerness. Amen.